A competent technician must be aware of health and safety issues when dealing with computers, such as lifting heavy objects such as computers and monitors. They should be able to advise the user on how to avoid health hazards when using computers and should also be able to identify basic electrical hazards. Technicians should know about the precautions that should be taken before undertaking any servicing, upgrading or fault finding on computers and how to handle or store computer components. Finally, they must understand the green issues when disposing of computer equipment. From time to time you will be required to lift either a monitor or a computer from the floor or a desk, so it is important to develop a good lifting technique to avoid injury. Plan the lift by taking a moment to think about how and where you will lift the object to. Use handling aids such as handles and straps where possible. Do you need help with the object? Remove any obstructions on the route. Consider resting mid-lift, perhaps on a table or bench in order for you to change grip or relax for a moment. There are two basic lifting poses called the single-kneed method and the squat method. Which of these used depends on the size and the weight of the object. With the single knee method, start with one knee on the floor. Place the leading leg slightly forward if this is more comfortable. Use the strength of your arms to raise the object up onto your mid-thigh. Then use the power of your legs to stand up. An alternative way to lift is to position the object in between your knees. This is called the squat method. Keeping your back straight and your arms extended, begin to stand up using the power of your leg muscles rather than your back to generate the lifting force. Always adopt a good posture. Bend your knees so that your hands, when grasping the load, are as level with your waist as possible. Do not kneel or flex the knees. Keep your back straight by tucking in your chin. Lean forward over the load slightly as this helps maintain your balance and posture. And to keep a good grip, keep shoulders level and facing in the same direction as the hips. Maintain a firm, secure grip. A hook grip is less strenuous than keeping the fingers straight. If you can, vary the grip as you move to prevent strain. Try not to jerk. Carry the object smoothly, keeping control of the load. Move the feet and try not to twist the torso when turning to the side. Instead, face the way you want to go. Twisting of your spine to reach for objects can cause muscle or ligament strain. Always turn around completely and move your whole body towards the required object. Put the load down and then adjust the positioning if necessary. And don't try to move it all in one go. Never try and lift the object with your back as shown, as it could cause permanent back injury. Those working with keyboards and computer display screens for prolonged periods can be exposed to a number of health hazards. The principal hazard relates to the arms. The problem which can develop are referred to as WRULD, work-related upper limb disorder, or RSI, repetitive strain injury. Apply ergonomic principles to the design, selection and installation of the computer equipment. The design of the workplace and the organisation of the tasks can readily control the risks. The risk is only significant for those who use computer workstations intensively for a large part of the working day. To prevent such injuries, we can follow some basic principles. Sit up straight in front of the keyboard and screen. Do not sit with your feet or legs crossed. Your feet should be flat on the ground and there should be enough space between your desk or table to move your legs freely. Lower arms and thighs should be parallel to the ground. If possible, make adjustments to the chair. When using the keyboard, make sure that the keyboard is tilted. The wrist and fingers should line up directly with the lower arms and not be bent as you type. Do not hammer the keyboard when typing and do not overstretch the fingers. When using the mouse, keep it within easy reach. Wrists should not be leaning on anything, nor leaning to the side. Flex the hands and fingers to prevent cramp and aches. Take frequently short pauses and take the hand off the mouse and let the mouse arm hang straight down from the shoulder. Use alternative keyboard actions so that you are not continuously using the mouse. Change the mouse from right to left-handed use or vice versa from time to time. You can avoid eye and neck strain by reducing the time working on the computer, which can lead to tired eyes and discomfort. Adjust the screen to avoid reflections and use the blinds or curtains at the windows if available. If an eyesight problem is discovered after viewing the screen, then eyes should be checked. It may be that the user requires a pair of glasses for working on a computer. Adjust the screen angle to prevent straining the neck. Continually straining the neck will develop discomfort in the shoulders and back. Take a break. It is recommended that no work session should be longer than 90 minutes without a break or change of activity of at least 15 minutes. If aches and pains are experienced, then these should be investigated and the length of the work session should be reduced to 30 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. Make sure the computer is at the right height for keying in and viewing the screen. Next, we shall look at general electricity safety.